You can still start a car company. You can still build a car. And these fit within the assembled vehicle rules. What's up, people? Well, look what I'm sitting on. It's a first generation AW11 MR2, and I'm gonna be insanely obnoxious in it. But I'm not gonna do a video on this car today because I'm somewhere really cool. I'm at Fields Auto Works here in the Columbus, Ohio area, and they are in the earlier stages of developing a super cool track car that's street legal. Effectively, you can build it in the assembled vehicle, the laws and whatnot. It's called the Cardinal, and long story short, this is a body on top of the Buck, real basic looking. We'll check it out. But, and I got to get to it, it's over there, so I'm going to sound scatterbrained, but deal with it. This is cool. This is their next prototype car. They're starting to mock up and figure out. But this is the early stages of building, and come on and look at this, the early stages of building and mocking up what's going to be a composite monocoque chassis. It's something that's got a really pretty classic look of what the Porsche prototypes were back then. So this is going to be the future one, and we'll come back to it. The rough look is because it's just a splash mold off a body buck, just for the basic testing. This is not by any means going to be a functioning car. This is like the early stages type thing. And speaking of early stages, this is their track testing Cardinal over here with the very rough bodywork just to get the shape, just to do the testing. But the thing that's super cool about this is these cars are hitting the same track time as basically the Porsche GT3s around a track. And this is something you can drive on the street. The turnkey kits, and by the way, I'm not sponsored by this, I just think it's cool, I wanted to show it. The turnkey minus like kits for this, which is a roller without the drivetrain, comes in about $45,000. They weigh less than 2,000 pounds. It's front engine, rear wheel drive, and effectively you're getting the differential out of the newer Fords for the Mustangs and such. But some really zoomy suspension here. You've actually got pull rod suspension with a bell crank to your shocks. And they designed it this way, and obviously there's some polyurethane in here, so you get just a formidable track day machine, but it's something that you can still drive on the street and have a little bit of life and longevity to it. They also have the ability to switch something over so that you can, in just minutes, drop it down when you get to the track and if you want to drive it on the street, have your little higher ride height, boom, drop it down, doesn't screw up your corner weighting, and you're ready to go. But it's really exciting to see these fabricated uprights. I mean, these are really zoomy, nice race stuff. I really like the way this is laid out, and I was pretty excited to see it. Now the engine, which we will be able to see better, and why don't you come on down low, we'll look up at it together. The engine is a 2.3 liter out of the Fords. It's effectively a crate. It's turbocharged, and you're making up, I don't know, you're making up like over 300 horsepower if you crank it just a little bit with a 6-speed. And with it being under 2,000 pounds, this is a great track car. Now the chassis is effectively a steel square tube frame that has aluminum riveted and bonded to it. So it's effectively a paneled space frame, the nature of it. So you're effectively creating a monocoque chassis. This sort of construction technique is utilized in some of the nicer experimental aircraft builds out there today, as well as, frankly, back in the day, even Lotus 11s had that technology going on. It's just a construction technique that makes a lot of sense. And it's pretty exciting to me to see what they've accomplished. But I tell you what, come on over here so you can get kind of the bigger picture look at it. But let's come on over here so you can see it. Behold the majesty! I mean, stay there. It's a fantastic machine. It's got a lot of room for taller drivers. The weight distribution, looking at it is going to be beautiful. It's going to be a nimble, live track day machine. Come on over here. Let's look at the rest of it. Obviously, you got the roll structure there that can be bolted off. I think it's going to be just a great car. Be enjoyable to drive it sometime. And come on back here and get a bigger picture look at it too. But this is actually a customer car they just sold. And the body that's in gray sitting over there on the Buck is going to be taken off and finished and actually go on this car. It'll be exciting to see how it's finished. They're also offering it in, I believe, Roadster as well as a convertible. And then the coupes, if you notice, and let's go over here, we're going to look at, now keep in mind this car we're going to look at is their test mule beat up car. And the body on it is a splash mold, real quick, down, cheap. So please do not judge it by the look of the body in any way. I'm showing it to you for the sake of the shape. But for anybody that knows their racing history, especially road racing and going into Italy, this is inspired off the Alfa Romeo TZ1, I believe, which is a very low drag car from back in the day and also very attractive. But as you can see, this is typical to how all the race car builders back in the day would build their test mules. They just do something quick to give proof of concept on a really nice chassis. And in fact, their test car is actually sold too. And it is going to get a brand new body and finished off beautifully, obviously refreshed in some little ways to make it good to go. So they're open for another car. And I think he mentioned, let me look at the calendar real quick. I'm going to run over here. Let's see. Yeah, March, they're going to be at Barber Motorsports Park. April, they're going to be at Corvette, the National Corvette Museum's track that last week in April. And then Monday, Tuesday in the last of May at Mid-Ohio. So that'll be really exciting. I think it's an opportunity for people to come out and check it out. Also get a test ride. But I just think this is really cool that something like this is going on. So I wanted to show you guys how you can still start a car company. You can still build a car. And these fit within the assembled vehicle rules. So I just think that's fantastic. And with the nature of cars today, and I'll pop the hood on this. This is just a rudimentary, remember it's a rudimentary body just for proof of concept. So you guys got to look past this. I don't want to hear any trolls talking smack about that. Check this out. The engineering they've done in this is beautiful. They're doing wonderful fabrication work on all of the welding, all the parts. And keep in mind, this is the test mule, okay? So there's a lot of things being tested on here, not the way it'll be in production, but it's exciting to see. Because nowadays, with the nature of being able to buy awesome crate motors, transmissions, differentials, brakes, and everything like that, if you take those, I'm gonna go ahead and show it here. If you know that you have the right relationships and you can pick the right units, the right manufacturing that's so great today, and you combine that with good business sense and good engineering, good fabrication, you too can make awesome cars for the future. And that's exactly what they're doing here. So Fields Auto Works, check them out. I actually came down here because I saw these two MR2s for sale on Facebook Marketplace, and I bought this one. Yes, it is the 20-valve, 5-valve per cylinder, individual throttle body engine from the 90s in it, and a wide open exhaust. So I'm going to clean up on my channel. It's going to be lots of fun. And I'm going to be super obnoxious and annoying in this. Yes! I'm going to troll the old crowd that likes their fancy cars and auctions in it. It's going to be super fun. Casey, you shouldn't like trolling. Well, I do if it's in real life and it's fun and good-spirited. Anyway, but Fields Auto Works, really cool, and I wanted to share this with you guys. Check them out. You can follow them on Facebook and some social medias. I don't know, you guys got Instagram or is it just Facebook? Facebook, Instagram, Fields Auto Works, The Cardinal? Okay, you guys will find it. But it is neat, and I'm excited for them and what they're doing here. There's a lot to learn. Also, for young guys that might be in the Columbus area, if you've got good skills in the car world, wrenching, fabricating, doing that sort of thing, a little bit of engineering, and you're a good person, I kind of heard they need a little help. So who knows? Maybe you can find yourself a job, learn some great things, and help build a little car company up. I think it's pretty cool. In the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed running through this randomly. Come back, of course, to the MR2 build, and I got some great things coming up this week. So naturally, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.